Good day everyone, I'm Marie Cardino from IT5. So today, in this video, we're gonna create a program that will simulate the CPU scheduling that applies of a particular organization. So the CPU scheduling that we choose is first come first serve. So let's start everyone. So the document type, this declaration tells the browser kung anong type ng document. And the second declaration, this tag specifies the language of the document, which is English. So yung line 2, siya po yung nag-specifies ng language of the document. And yung line 3 naman po, which is yung head, this section contains metadata about the document such as character set, viewport, settings, and title. So, yung section na yun, siya po yung nagko-contain ng mga data, document, yung mga character set, viewport, settings, and title. So, yung meta character set, UTF-8, this meta tag specifies the character encoding of the document, ensuring proper interpretation of special characters. So, yung character set, siya po yung nag-specifies ng character encoding ng document na nag-ensure po ng proper interpretation of special characters. And yung meta name viewport, which is yung line 5, this meta tag sets the viewport properties, ensuring the web page scales appropriately on different devices. Yung title naman po, which is yung line 6. So, lalagay po natin dyan yung title, which is yung first come, first serve title. So, this tag defines the title of the web page, which appears on the browser tab. So, later makikita po natin siya kapag nag-run na. Makikita po natin siya dun sa may taas. So siya po yung title. Lalabas po siya kapag niran na. And then the link rel style sheet, which is yung line 7, this tag links an external CSS file or style CSS to the HTML document, providing styling instructions for the web page. So, para po siya yung parang style siya or designs. Line 9 naman po, which is yung body. This section contains the visible content of the web page. So, pag start po ng body, yung section na po yun, siya na po yung maglalaman ng content po ng web page natin or kumbaga yung nilalaman ng gagawin nating web page.
I'm Lucy Jane Johnson from IT5. So, I will discuss the div line to script. Next line po is div class. So, yung element na div po is nagsiserve as a container for the main content ng isang web page. So, next line po is yung may h1. Yung h1 naman po is level 1 ng heading ng title na makikita nyo sa display ng web page. So, next line, div. Div naman po is element na nag-represent ng section for input fields. So, next line, yung may label. So, label po is nag-create ng input field and nagpo-provide siya ng description sa input. So, next line po is input type. So input type naman po is nag-create ng text input field kung saan dun po magta-type yung user. Ita-type ng user yung organization name. So, next line is label. Dito naman po papasok yung sa number of processes. So yung line na po ito is nagka-create ng label for input field with the ID of processes. So, next line is input type na may number, ID, processes. So, yung line naman po na ito is nagka-create ng number input field kung saan yung user i-enter niya yung number ng processes. So, next line is yung button type. So, yan. Sa button type po, yan. Dito na rin po pala papasok yung sa may makikita nyo sa illustration na may parang link. So, yan. Yung sa button type po kasi, ginawa po namin is, pag kinlik nyo yung button, parang dediretso siya sa isang website. Yan. Kasi, hindi po namin magawa yung typical na pag in-enter may result sa baba. Kaya, ayun po. So, next line po is yung script. So, yung script, yung line naman po na may script, siya naman po yung naglalaman ng mga JavaScript code na nag-a-add ng interactivity sa web page.
My name is Jane Rico and I will be explaining this part. This is a JavaScript function definition named runFCFS. It retrieves input values from the web page and performs some operation. Example, processing the input data. This line initializes an empty array named processes to store input data. This line retrieves the number of processes entered by the user from the input field with the ID processes. This loop iterates over each process, retrieves its arrival time and burst time from the corresponding input fields, and stores them in the processes array. This closing curly brace ends runFCFS function's definition. This tag closes the JavaScript section. This tag closes the body section of the HTML document.
So, after po matapos yung code, i-run naman po natin siya. So, pag na-run na po, makikita nyo po dun sa web page, yung display output po is may first come, first serve, organization name, number of processes, then ilalagay nyo lang po yung organization name nyo, then sa number of processes, for example 2, then i-click result nyo lang po. So, pagka-click result, makikita nyo po yung process ID, arrival time, and burst time. So, that's all po. Thank you.